Hi, I'm Isabel. Welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my personal experience as a biomedical engineering student and also as a professional working in the medical device industry. You may be a high school student who is considering pursuing biomedical engineering as your college major or even your future career, or you're a fellow BME student who is going through all the struggles right now, or if you are already working in the medical device industry and you would like to hear these struggles from a peer. That will all be included in today's video. So I'm making this video because my cousin will be a college sophomore starting in September, and she majored in BME because of me. So I think it might be helpful for me to share my experience with her so that she's well informed and prepared to make her own decisions, and she will have me as an example whether she wants to follow it or she wants to avoid it. It's all up to her, but I think it's helpful to hear it from someone who's been through it. So this is very casual, just sharing my own experience and not giving any advice. So let's get started. I often get asked why I chose biomedical engineering as my major, and the actual reasoning is quite irresponsible. It was because in junior year high school, I was such a huge fan of House MD, the TV series, and I wanted to study something that's related to that. And considering all the difficulties you have to go through to become an actual doctor, I was like, I'll maybe choose something that's really closely related, and that's why I came across BME as a major. And I remember in my personal statement for my college application, I wrote that I want to work in a world-renowned lab and studying cutting-edge technology to regenerate organ or cure cancer. So yeah, that never became true. And I have always known that I'm not like a genius in math and science, but somehow my high school experience in the United States gave me that false confidence and made me think that I could actually survive all the like biostatics, biofluids, and biotransportation courses in college. So yeah, that kind of got me into the whole trap of biomedical engineering. First year in college, it was the fundamentals like linear algebra, organic chemistry, and physics, English, and like American history. And at that time, like all the majors were not that different, and you don't really feel that you're a BME student. You just feel like, oh, I'm a engineering student because of all the science courses I'm taking. And at that time, I remember we had like 8 Chinese students in our major. And then in the second year, there were like 4 left, and the other 4 transferred to like computer science and stuff. It's not like they didn't like biomedical engineering. It's quite a practical decision because of the job market and yeah, everything. I will talk about that later. And I quickly realized that biomedical engineering is like all the majors intertwined together. You learn like all the fundamentals from every engineering major. So in the first 2 years, our courses ranged from organic chemistry to circuits to statistics to fluid dynamics and static. And that's when I started to question if we really would be able to do organ regeneration or cancer cure studying this major. And then starting in sophomore year, we started having these courses that are held in a workshop manner. We were divided into groups and we were either assigned with topics or we have to find our own topics. Usually it's to re-innovate a medical device. You have to improve its usability or performance. You have to start with discovering the user needs and then building functional prototypes. And at the end, you have to present your design with a marketing strategy. And that's when I started to have fun with this major because we got to cold call like hospitals, doctors, sales representatives from medical device companies. We would be asking if we can visit your ER or we can talk to a doctor for an interview, or we can observe the environment of the emergency room or the ICU. We would asking the sales rep for samples of their instruments if it's relatively cheap, or we would be going into hospitals to observe how the instruments are actually used in a real-world setting. These projects got me really excited and interested in medical device. And I realized at the same time, I'm more interested in the user need discovery and the final stages, like making your slogan, your campaign, basically the marketing stage. And the middle part, where you actually have to work on the algorithm, the codes, the mechanical structure, the circuit boards. This part I was not so good at, nor was I really interested in them. I had great teammates in all of my projects, and we all had our own strength and our own interests, which was great because like I love talking to doctors and dropping down their requests. And I enjoy visiting ERs and meeting different people. And some of my teammates, they love working on their computer and working on this code and or working on a circuit board. And that always makes us a very strong team. And I've had great experiences with all of my hands-on projects. And I have to say that it's great that during these projects you realize that you're good at something and you're bad at something. And it helped me to avoid positions such as mechanical engineer or electrical engineer or algorithm engineer when I'm applying for jobs. First, I know that I will not be good at it. Second, I know that I'll probably hate it at the end of the day. Thank you for watching part 1 of my video, and in the next part I will be sharing my 2 work experiences in the industry so far and why I eventually decided to unemploy myself for a period of time.